On this short video, I'm going to talk to you about promoting using fishbowls or drawing boxes, whatever you want to use to collect business cards in your local community to help grow your chapter. Now, there's many different ways to do that. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the fishbowl concept on this training, but I've also have, if you haven't already heard about it, the speaker video that actually allows you to approach people that are professional speakers or local speakers that are just kind of trying to break out and want an audience to share their expertise in front of. So you want to check that out if you haven't already done so. You'll also get a video that accompanies the fishbowl concept, which is promoting what Successful Thinkers is, but it doesn't have to be used with the drawings from the drawing boxes or the fishbowls. It could be anybody who is looking to blow their business up in their local community. I'll also have the link to the video that talks about the culture and the benefits of being a showcase speaker. So this will be something that you'll be able to check out if you haven't already done so on your own. All of these and other methods to grow the chapter is a big deal. Let me talk about why you want to be a part of this. Number one, as you reach the local community, you're exposing yourself, you're getting a larger reach and credibility within your local community because you are helping to grow Successful Thinkers Network. You're also getting credibility within Successful Thinkers Network. And when we launch our directory, the more you pay it forward with Successful Thinkers Network, the more that we'll bring you up to the top of the search engine within Successful Thinkers directory within your region. And this is kind of important. So you want to definitely use your URL because your URL has your ID number, and that's how we're going to be able to track everything. And I'll show you that in a minute. So who are the likely candidates within your chapter besides what I just mentioned, those who want credibility and so forth? I mean, maybe you don't have the time, but maybe if you're the ambassador, maybe you don't have the time because you've got many different things going on, plus you're running the group and so forth. But maybe you can do a little bit, but at the same time, there are members within your chapter that could get excited about doing it online because they're very good with social media, SEO, all kinds of different ways to find people throughout the internet, which I'll do some training here. And then there are those who just, they want more exposure and to create more friends, as I've already mentioned. So when you think about who, if you don't ask, you don't get. That's my saying. You put it out there in front of your group, ask those folks, who would like to participate. Maybe they can buddy up. Maybe they can challenge each other. But if you want to grow your chapter, someone's got to do something, right? And right now, it's always just word of mouth. It's awesome how it grows. And of course, some people find us on meetup.com, which is awesome as well. But, and Facebook and LinkedIn. But we want to have a strategic attack to grow your chapter. Let me address this thing about putting the drawing boxes or fishbowls out there. First of all, what most people don't know is in my early days, because I didn't know anybody, and I didn't know how to meet people, I actually did that. I put drawing boxes and fishbowls in restaurants, Subway sandwich shops, muffler shops, transmission shops, tire shops, and lo and behold, people dropped their business cards in for the free drawings. That's pretty cool. And what's really nice about that is I was able to collect all these business cards and call them up. Now, I didn't pitch my business. The reason Successful Thinkers Network doesn't pitch business up front is because the way I actually grew every one of my businesses was always building relationship. So I would pick up their business card, give them a call, tell them I'm a local business owner in the area just like them, and I have a mutually beneficial business that I'd like to sit down and map out and see if there's a fit. And if they agreed to do that, really what I did was I sat down with them, got to know them, like them, trust them, and same thing here. And as a result, I was able to bring a lot of people on board in the companies that I was a part of. So it was pretty cool. Now, we have a better program because you're inviting them into Successful Thinkers Network to actually expand their business, and you get to use that as an excuse. So let me give you a real quick pitch, and then I'll try and do a pitch at the end as well. So let's say I picked up the business card. I called, we'll just say Jim. So called Jim. Hey, Jim, this is Jim Bellacera. I got your business card. It was in our free drawing. Unfortunately, you didn't win the drawing, but you won something better. I'm a part of Successful Thinkers Network as an ambassador reaching out to the community. We want to let people know about Successful Thinkers Network. And it's a free networking, and I need to remind you to say it's a free networking group here locally that you can be exposed to other like-minded individuals like yourself to share your business and other ideas that you might have to expand your success here locally. We meet on such and such a day. Maybe you meet weekly at a certain time. You share that information with them, and then you say, listen, I'm going to send you an email with all the with the links to a video so you can get a little bit better exposure, and I'm also going to send you my information. And if it's something that you want to do, there'll be a link so you can check us out, and hopefully maybe you become a member. But right now, I just want you to know it's free, and it is a business networking organization. You'll like our culture. We're totally different. Now, I just kind of went on. I was rambling. You don't need to do that, but I just wanted to kind of throw some ideas out there. Let's start with the restaurant you're in. And this is really important because if you don't have a fishbowl in your restaurant, there's something wrong with this picture. Because that restaurant owner is allowing you to come in because they want numbers in their restaurant and they want to grow their restaurant because they want more people eating food from their restaurant. Well, if that's the case, then they need to be your partner and work with you, because regardless of the fact that somebody came into their restaurant without knowing about Successful Thinkers or not, guess what? They still want, the best customer is always the same customer. So if they can get that customer to come back repeatedly over and over and over again, then they're making more money on the same customer that came in once. But because they came in once, or once in a blue moon, now they got exposed to Successful Thinkers Network, and they were now drawn in to come in to expose their business, and now they're eating their, perhaps if your chapter meets weekly, which most of them do, then they get, guess what? They're going to get a weekly business from that particular person. I'm going to give you some numbers. Imagine that somebody comes in and they buy a meal, and let's say they spend $10. I have to use a round number here. So if they buy a meal, and your chapter has 25 people that buy a meal, you might have 28 people, 29 people, 30 people that come, but only 25 buy a meal. That's $250 a week, right? That's $13,000 a year with 25 people spending $10 a week. That's crazy. And that's $13,000 worth of revenue they would have never had they not met you. So they should, in fact, want to partner with you and put that darn fishbowl out there, since you're doing all the work, or people within your chapters doing the work to get them to come back through Successful Thinkers Network. Oh, let's say that you have 50 members that are purchasing a meal every week. That's $26,000 a year to their bottom line that they would have never had they not met you or had not met Successful Thinkers Network. So now let me address another issue. This is something that absolutely nobody thinks about. It's called social media exposure. Some of the most qualified, quality people that are social media gifted, if you will, that do it for a living, charge upwards to $200 to $2,500 a month. $2,000 to $2,500 a month. I know this for a fact. With that said, we're doing it all for free because we're exposing their restaurant to our business location as our business location. And because we're doing that and people are responding to the invites and all the different things that happen, we're putting them into the search engines that could have cost them, and I'm going to use a low number of $300 because I know some people actually do something like that for $300, but not to the level of exposure that we bring, because when you just hire a company, they don't have all the different members that we do that are actually checking it out and clicking on the invites and stuff like that. So the reality is we do way more for them than any social media expert probably will do for them, and we do it for free. But let's say it costs them $300, which it's not. That's still $300. That's $3,000 plus $600. That's $3,600 extra a year on top of whatever the meals are that they could have spent if they really understood the value of social media, and that's on the low end. I guess I should address, how do you get it into like a Subway or a tire store, a muffler store, or whatever? If you don't ask, you don't get. That's the bottom line. The reality is that some people will be open to it and some won't. But if you don't ask, you don't get. The cool thing about asking and just saying, hey, listen, it's going to be out of the way. What I'll do for you if you allow me to leave my drawing box or my fishbowl here is if you give me coupons or something about your business, I'll bring them to our events, and I'll put them out there so people can actually get exposure to your store because you're in our local community. And it's really a simple, I mean, think about it. If you've got their coupon, and it says, you know, if you need muffler work, if you need tire work, if you need a transmission, or Subway has a coupon for, you know, buy one, get one free, or whatever they've got going on, why wouldn't they want you to get it out there? I mean, this is like ridiculous if a restaurant doesn't want that. This is free advertising, and you're doing the work for them. So It's really just a matter of your posture and just asking them and letting them know what you do and saying that, we let the local people know about those who support us. And since if you're willing to do that, we'll put a flyer on the table, tell them Successful Thinkers Network sent you or something. I also want to mention that when you call somebody on the phone, that you want to follow up with an email and a video. And I put together a really short video to promote Successful Thinkers Network on your behalf. So when you do that, when you call them up, then you follow up with an email. Now, some people don't want to use the phone, and they just want to send an email with the video attached and that link attached. I mean, that's fine, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you want greater success, it's picking up the phone. At the end of the day, you pick up the phone, you're going to get somebody's attention. Even if you just get their voicemail, you say, listen, I pulled your name out of the drawing. You didn't win that drawing, but you won something better. It's called Successful Thinkers Network. It's a local networking group here locally. It is free. I'd love for you to check us out. My name is Jim Bellacera. You use your own name. And I'm going to send you an email that'll give you a little exposure to what Successful Thinkers is and a link to check us out and also my contact information. So please be looking for it. I'll send it out today. And then I'll follow up again with another phone call. Something like that. I'm just throwing stuff out there. If you don't do anything, nothing happens. So now let me show you how to find the information on our website, SuccessfulThinkersNetwork.com website. You're going to go to the home page, and then you're going to see under training a drop-down menu when your cursor goes over it, and you'll see general training, ambassador training, and additional training. You're going to click on ambassador training. Another drop-down menu comes up, and you're going to see attracting new members. Once you've clicked on that, it's going to take you to this page, and you see there's some text about attracting new members. Then you're going to scroll down until you see this image, and when you see this image, you'll see the one that says Fishbowl, and then you'll see the link that you can actually click on. It says View Program Details, and that's going to bring up this page, the Fishbowl program, which gives you information about doing the drawing, and then gives you text that you could use in your email. Let me end this video with this. If you really want to break out and you want to develop more credibility for yourself in not just Successful Thinkers Network, but in your community, this is one way to do it. I mean, you can go out there and shake people's hands and invite them to Successful Thinkers, but you can also, if you have the business cards, because you put out fish bowls and drawing boxes, and by the way, you know what you can give away? You can give away Within the Millionaire Mind. It's totally free. You can give it to every single person. That's right, Within the Millionaire Mind. All they have to do is register as a member on Successful Thinkers Network, and they can download my book and all the audios, all 14 lessons for free. And they should, because it'll change their life. I put it together to make a difference in the lives of other people. So I believe that there's huge value. And if you haven't yourself downloaded the audios and downloaded the lesson book, I'm going to recommend that you do. I think it'll have a major impact on your life. So there's something that you can give to every single person. You can actually just say, you know what, you actually did win something, even though you didn't win. In fact, you can say everybody's a winner. In fact, why don't you just do that? Just do this. Say, you know what, you won a drawing. It's a lesson called Within the Millionaire Mind, done by a gentleman who's earned over $40 million in his career. He's a local entrepreneur. He's actually the founder of Successful Thinkers Network. And I think you'll find some amazing value. But besides that drawing, you won something better, and that's the opportunity to actually network and grow your own business here locally in your community. Okay? And you can send, anyways, by doing that, you're exposing yourself. Now, you've helped expose yourself in your local community. You're growing, helping to grow the chapter, so everybody's benefiting from your efforts. You're getting recognition because as these people show up to your chapter, you get to go up to the front of the room and introduce those people that you brought. These are all, they're not just brownie points. These are huge because credibility is everything when it comes to business. And so I just wanted to leave that with you, and I want you to think about what you can do to help pay it forward, both with your own business, other people's businesses, your community. You're having an impact. You're making a difference. Thank you for all your time, energy, and effort that you put into helping your community.